Hello everybody, it's time for a story. Today our story has a little girl who likes to wear the colour red in it. I wonder who that might be. I would like you all to meet Little Red Riding Hood. And today our story is about her. Once upon a time, there was a little girl called Little Red Riding Hood. Little Red Riding Hood lived in a house in the forest with her mum. One day, Little Red Riding Hood decided that she would like to visit her grandma in the forest. Little Red Riding Hood took a basket of food with her. What do you think Little Red Riding Hood brought to give to her grandma? Have a little think. What presents would you like to give your grandma? Well done. Great ideas. Let's have a little look inside Little Red Riding Hood's basket and find out what she brought for her grandma. Inside Little Red Riding Hood's basket, she brought some yellow bananas, some red strawberries, a bottle of milk, a nice chocolate cake, a red apple, a big sandwich, and some yummy sweets. Wow, Grandma was very lucky. She must have been very hungry. So, Little Red Riding Hood set about on her walk into the forest. On her way, Little Red Riding Hood met a wolf. Hello, where are you going? Asked the wolf. I'm going to visit my grandmother. She lives in the forest, said Little Red Riding Hood. The wolf ran to grandmother's house. He went inside, put on a nightgown, and he got into Grandma's bed and he fell asleep. A little while later, Little Red Riding Hood arrived to Grandma's house. She knocked on the door, but nobody answered, so Little Red Riding Hood went inside. Little Red Riding Hood went over to Grandma's bed. Oh, Granny, what big ears you have, she said. Big ears. All the better to hear you with, said the wolf. Oh, Granny, what big eyes you have, said Little Red Riding Hood. All the better to see you with, answered the wolf. Oh, Granny, what big teeth you have, said Little Red Riding Hood. All the better to eat you with, answered the wolf. Help! Shouted Little Red Riding Hood when she realised that it wasn't her grandma. It was a wolf in her grandma's bed. She ran out of the house. A woodcutter was nearby. Let's meet him. Here he is, a woodcutter. He heard Little Red Riding Hood scream and he ran into the house. The woodcutter hit the wolf over the head with an axe. And guess what happened? Little Red Riding Hood's grandma popped out of the wolf's mouth. The the wolf ran away and they never saw him again. Little Red Riding Hood and her grandmother lived happily ever after. And that is the end of our story. Well done, everybody. Really good listening today. Story time has now finished. Goodbye, everybody.